Okay, so if the like camera setup is crooked, I am seriously so sorry. I'm literally setting the camera on a candle, coconut oil, and then it's flat on top. I also have my phone up there as a light because it's super fucking dark outside, and that's the best lighting I could come up with. But I'm going to have to use my computer to answer the questions. I screenshotted the questions that people asked for this Q&A, sent them to myself in an email. So I'm going to be reading off of my computer the questions. I actually, once I got like 10 questions, I just screenshotted those, and I'm gonna answer those questions. So if you asked a question after that, I'm sorry. I might do like a part 2 or something if people care. I don't know, but let's jump. All right, you guys, so here we go. The first question is, who was someone you looked up to start competing? From Jimmy Broderick. So I tried really hard to think about this, and I actually don't think there was anybody that like inspired me to compete. I think I finally just wanted to do it for myself, which is like the perfect reason to do it. There's no one really, like, other than Courtney King, that I like look up to physique wise, because I think Courtney's package that she brings to the stage is it's a very like attainable looking look. It's not like too hard and too muscular and over the top. Obviously, to appear like even like remotely incredible looking on stage, you have to be like 10 times more shredded in real life. Like when you see girls on stage, like they look pretty fit, but like when you see them in real life, it's insane how shredded they are. And even like myself, I feel like on stage I look like fine. I look achievable. Like that look looks attainable in the bikini and tan and makeup and all that stuff. But like day to day, that look looks very harsh. But anyway, basically, she's the only person I really like look up to right now. But no one really in particular inspired me to compete necessarily, if that makes sense. Next question. The next question is from Lion Zoe. I'm interested in learning how to lift/change my diet. I'm not entirely sure how to start doing so. What do you think is the best way to start? Are there any resources you suggest? In terms of starting like your fitness journey or diet or whatever, the first thing I tell people to do is to download My Fitness Pal and start tracking what you eat. Basically everyone has like a baseline maintenance calories, and that's based on your metabolism, your height, your weight, your age, how many times you've dieted in your past, how active you are on a daily basis. So I would suggest downloading that app, telling it kind of how much you weigh, and then it telling you, okay, well these are your maintenance calories. Try to eat within that, and then evaluate maybe in like 3 weeks where that has gotten you. I wouldn't say a week because that's just not enough time to tell like what your body's gonna do. I would say a good like 2.5, 3 weeks to really tell, after following a consistent macro amount, calorie amount every single day, what is your body doing? Are you losing weight? Are you gaining weight? And take pictures, like take pictures. So that's the first thing I would do. And then honestly, just giving yourself a schedule of when you're gonna work out. I would suggest starting out with 2 to 3 days a week if you're someone that doesn't work out at all in general right now. Giving yourself just like a small 2 to 3 days a week. Find a program you like to follow. If you like going to group fitness classes, do that. If you're someone that like needs a coach or you need a trainer, then do that. Just finding what you like and what you enjoy doing. Everybody says this, but like you're not gonna stick to a routine if you hate it. Oh my God, I feel like Bruiser's licking his balls right now, and I feel like you're gonna hear it like loudly. Also, the tree that I just set up like a few days ago, it's pre-lit and Bruiser chewed the plug-in, so I had to buy lights for it, and they look kind of ghetto, so that's why I like only have the Christmas trees in the frame, you know what I'm saying? Also, y'all have gotten onto me so bad about decorations, so I fucking bought a Christmas tree and a rug, and it was $200. I hate myself. Next question. If you could take one supplement for the rest of your life, what would it be? From healthy_balance5. That's a really freaking tough question. Honestly, the thing I rely on every single day is BCAAs. I just love it. It helps me get my water intake in, and that to me is like super important. I don't have to take protein every day to help get my protein in. I like it. I love, really the only way that I eat protein is like in my oats. I don't drink protein shakes or like make protein pancakes or waffles or anything. I really just like mixing it in my oats a lot. So it's like, it's between those two, but if I had to pick, I would say BCAAs. Next question, I think. Yeah. What do you think your life would be like if you never got into fitness? If you could live anywhere else, where would it be? And what is your favorite sweet treat or treat meal? Okay, so what do you think with your life would be like if you never got into fitness? So I know there's another question about like what sports I did growing up, so this kind of answers that. But I did gymnastics growing up until I was 12, and then I did like cheerleading and swimming and diving, and then I got back into gymnastics in high school. Like I quit club when I was 12, and then kept doing, I did high school gymnastics for 3 years, like my sophomore through senior year. So I had a good like three-ish years off, basically like all of middle school and like my freshman year of high school, where I did cheerleading, swimming, diving, all that stuff. So I've always been super active, and I've just always kind of placed a high emphasis on like keeping my body in shape, because it's what makes me feel good. I feel the best when I feel like I'm in shape and I feel athletic and everything feels like it's functioning properly, if that makes sense. So I don't really know what my life would be like without it. There's days when I would take off from the gym, or even growing up when I wouldn't have gymnastics practice, and I'd be like, wow, there's a lot of time in the day. Like, holy crap, if I'm not spending 2.5 hours of my day driving to the gym, driving home from the gym, being at the gym, yada yada, like, wow, I have a lot of time. Maybe I would have like picked up a foreign language, or I probably would just be someone that like watches a lot of TV. I've actually been thinking a lot recently about like picking up an instrument and like teaching myself. I've just been like eyeballing some acoustic guitars on Craigslist and like that kind of thing. So very interested in doing that. At this point in my life, I'm kind of trying to like teach myself some things, some skills that I feel like would add to my life, add a little bit more value. So I think I would have more hobbies like that. I might be a little bit more artistic. I was really into photography, and like in high school I took photography for like 4 years, and I have like a film camera and like a nice DSLR, and I mean, what even is this? It's a Nikon D40. It's super old, but that's the camera that I use to just keep it on my desk. But anyway, I feel like I would pay more attention to those hobbies if I didn't work out. But I truly love fitness. I love going to the gym. I didn't go today. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I had another flat tire. So my day was a little stressful, and I didn't have time to get to the gym. I'm also just like, I'm just mentally like, that really frustrated me and took a lot out of me today, because I blew out my tire like an hour away from home and had to have a friend like come to my rescue because my jack doesn't go up high enough. And I am rambling so fucking hard in this Q&A. Did I answer the question? I don't know. Okay, next. I've been wondering why girls do water loading and when it's good to do it. I think she's talking about like when people compete and they like mess with their water. Basically, you want to manipulate water in terms of like giving your body a lot of it on peak week, so that your body isn't holding on to water. Like if you're not drinking enough water throughout the day, your body is actually going to retain water because it doesn't think it's going to be getting any more. Whereas if you're drinking a surplus of water, your body recognizes that, and you drop a little bit of water weight because of that. It's not something that you need to be doing all the time. Like there is such a thing as like drinking too much water, and on peak week I'm drinking anywhere from like 120 ounces to like 160 on my highest day. So that's a lot of water to be drinking. Like 160 ounces is like way too much water for someone my size. You really should be drinking like 70% of your body weight, which for me right now was like 85 to 90 ounces of water, which is like not even a gallon. That's like my belief. I don't think you need to be drinking fucking 2 gallons of water when you're 100 pounds. That's ridiculous. Anyway, okay, moving on. The water loading question. What was your fitness journey like? Did you do sports in college and high school? So I kind of already answered that, the whole like sports thing. And then honestly, like my senior years when I really started like going to the gym, I had a friend that worked out at the YMCA and I would just like go with her. And my freshman year, I just kind of slowly started getting into it. I always did cardio, and then when I was on cardio equipment, I would just kind of like watch girls that I liked the way they looked, and I watched like the lifting that they did, and I thought, oh, if I do that, I'll look like her, and that's what I want. Or like, not what I want to look like her, but I like the way her arms look. Wonder what that would look like on me. Feel like I would like that look, yada yada. And then I actually got really into more like powerlifting and like Olympic lifting and stuff like that. I'm talking powerlifting, I'm talking like just doing like squats and deadlifts and like actually benching. But I wouldn't consider myself like a powerlifter by any means. I just like to do those lifts, as opposed to just doing like machines. I started with machines because those are really easy. Sorry if I'm rambling like really hard in this Q&A, but I'll try to keep it like under 20 minutes, I'm not sure. But anyway, I started doing Olympic lifting because this guy that I was really into, like my freshman year, I was 18 and he was like a 5th year senior. He was like 23, and he broke up with me and he started dating this girl that was really into Olympic lifting, and she was like a CrossFitter and like all this stuff, and I was like, oh well, if I do that, I'll get him back, because he apparently likes that, and that's freaking so stupid. That's so dumb. Don't ever do anything because you think a guy's gonna like you for it, but I actually ended up liking lifting like that, so it worked out. Bruiser, any other time you could chew on that bone. I'm really sorry if that's like loud in this video, and if it's that loud, I'm probably just gonna fucking re-record the whole thing. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of my fitness journey, and it's just grown since then. It didn't happen overnight. It was something that like eventually over time I tried different things, and I wanted to compete since like my junior year of college when I was like 20, and then this year I'm 25, and this was the first year I competed. So I had it in my mind for a long time, the type of physique that I wanted, and people told me all the time like, you should compete, you would do really well, yada yada. And I always wanted to. There's a lot that goes into competing, down to, you know, from having a coach to shoes to your NPC card to a bikini, and it's super overwhelming for a girl. And that to me was like, I just needed to do like little baby steps into getting myself into competing. First thing was hiring a coach. The second thing was, you know, picking a date, then getting my NPC card, then signing up for the show, then ordering a bikini. And that's really fucking hard when you like don't know what you're doing, and like different suit colors and crystal colors and sizes and connectors and everything. It's like way more complicated than it needs to be. I mean, it should be that complicated, but anyway, I'm like kind of getting off topic and onto like the process of competing, which no one asked about. But I think that's what took me so long to decide to compete, was just there's just a lot of details that you have to think about when you go into competing, and it's very expensive. And I just wanted to be able to like do one small thing at a time to build up, so that it didn't like all overwhelm me at once. But very woven into my fitness journey is the fact that I've wanted to compete for like 5 years before I even did it. Kind of wish I had competed like 5 years ago, because it doesn't seem like it was as, I feel like maybe I would have done a little better back then. Super competitive now. Obviously I did well at my show, and you want to compete against the best of the best, but it's like, it's insane. Bikini girls like get really fucking lean, and I think a lot of people think that bikini girls are like 14% body fat, and my teammate Lauren Dana Miller, who just won her pro card at Miami Nationals, which congratulations Lauren, she also won the overall at that show, she was 8% body fat. 8 fucking percent body fat on a female. That's crazy. I walk around like 18% body fat ish, and people think bikini girls get down to like 12. Anyway, I'm rambling so fucking hard. I'm really sorry. Also, I feel like I should not be cursing because my videos have been getting like unmonetized, and I feel like it's because I curse all the time. Next question. Current goals / macros. Did you do a reverse diet? Did your training change? I don't feel like I answered all these questions. Oh, the girl that asked if I could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Italy or Greece, hands down. And what's your favorite sweet treat or cheat meal? I would say like a burger and sweet potato fries with like a pizookie. That's like my go-to. Like a warm cookie with cold ice cream, like freaking love it. Or like a brownie cookie with like cold ice cream. Very amazing. Okay, so the question about macros. Current goals / macros. So right now I'm kind of tracking around like 220 carbs, 120 protein, and 60 fat. That's like kind of what I aim for every day. Just honestly, the last like few weeks have been the first week since my show where I've been consistently tracking macros. I tried to intuitively eat, and I just found myself under and over and under and over, and I was bloated, and I'm just someone that I have peace of mind, and my body regulates better when I'm feeding it like the same thing every day, when I'm giving it a constant or consistent intake of food. My body does really well that way. Honestly, I just wanted to like stop being bloated, and that's why I started tracking my macros again. So those are what they are right now. My current goals are to kind of grow my shoulders a little bit, obviously grow my glutes. That's something that I feel like is very obvious for me, which I have made a lot of progress with, which you can only grow your glutes if you're eating food. When I started dieting, I didn't have a big butt, and you're not gonna get a big butt from dieting. The only thing that's gonna happen is you might maintain your muscle, but some people lose weight very drastically in certain areas at a time. For me, it happens in my legs first, and then my upper body, and then my abs. So I lost size in my butt very soon when I started dieting. So my goal is to, you know, eat more, get a bigger butt, bigger glutes, so that next time I diet, I don't lose as much size in my glutes. Again, the only way to grow is to eat. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Did I follow a reverse diet? No, I didn't, and that's why I gained 15 pounds post-show. And I know I look fine, and I've gained a decent amount of muscle, and I'm lucky that a large majority of, not a large majority, but a decent amount, I feel like, of weight has actually gone to my butt, because I have been like very specifically targeting my glutes during my workouts. So yeah. Did your training change? Training hasn't changed. Obviously, I feel a lot better in the gym. I'm training a lot more, focusing a lot more on my abs, because I'm not someone that, like, when I lean down, I don't have like a very like structured abs. Like, I don't have very structured abs. Like, I get really lean, and my stomach looks lean, and I have obliques and everything, but I don't have abdominals, and I need a little bit more ab structure, you know what I'm saying, to my physique. That's like what I need. Yeah. Did your training change? Your physique looks so amazing. Thank you, seriously, thank you. Always interested in what people do after a competition or diet. Yeah, I didn't follow a reverse diet. I was so effing over it. So over it. Like, could not have followed macro. Like, I tried so hard to do it, and I would get through like 75% of the day, and then just be like, I'm gonna go eat pizookie, or I'm gonna go eat this, I'm gonna go eat that. I finally like don't have the desire to do that. My appetite these days is just like, I don't care. I finally feel like I'm back to a normal appetite like to where I'm that person sometimes like, I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna order food here because I ate a couple hours ago. Whereas like if I was on prep or right after prep, oh my god, all I wanted to do was eat. So I'm super happy with where I am right now, and I would like for the next time I step on stage to 100% go pro. I would also like to do it in a very, like, the healthiest way possible, the highest calories I can, with the littlest amount of cardio, without losing balance in my life. I want to do it in an attainable way, which is super difficult to do, but if I have to prep for longer, then I'll do that. And yeah, I'm super excited for what my future holds in terms of competing. I'm not really in any rush to do so. I would also like my hair to grow out before I compete again, because you really do need long hair to like do well at a national level in bikini. You do. But I have super short hair, and I don't feel like paying $500 for extensions again. So yeah, if you can only eat one candy for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh my gosh, Reese's Cups, hands down. The Cookie Crunch ones, those are amazing. That's like, if I'm not in the mood for anything, I'm still in the mood for a Reese's Cup. Like, that is just, makes me so happy thinking about it, because I love peanut butter, and I love the peanut butter in a Reese's Cup, and like the ones with the Cookie Crunch, just like, oh. But I don't like the Reese's Pieces one, because the Reese's Pieces cups, the peanut butter around the cups is like drier, and it's not like moist enough for me. I actually really like this lighting right now. It kind of looks like a ring light lighting, and it's just my phone flashlight. But that's all the questions I'm gonna answer, because those are the ones I've gotten so far. I think there might be like one more page. There are a couple more random questions, but this is already like 20 minutes long, and I just feel like I like long Q&A videos, but I don't know if other people do. I feel like at this point, people who are subscribed to my channel don't mind listening to me ramble for like 45 minutes. But that's it. I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up. There's a couple more questions, but maybe I'll do another Q&A. Actually, I definitely will for Vlogmas, which I need to get back on my fucking A game if I'm gonna do Vlogmas. I'm gonna just cursed again, and my videos are gonna be unmonetized. Anyway, I'm gonna go, because I need to get ready to go to bed and get up early for work and the gym and all that good stuff. And I also feel like ish because I drank last night and probably had one too many. And for me, that's like 4. So I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and give this video a thumbs up if you like the Q&As. Also, if you hit the little notification bell, you'll be notified when I upload videos, so you never miss any. That's pretty much it. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.